Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Cowboys Nation Central, your go-to source for all things Dallas Cowboys. I'm your host, bringing you the latest from the gridiron with that signature Texas flair. Now picture this, you're the Dallas Cowboys, America's team, with a quarterback slinging the ball like a modern-day gunslinger, but your defense? Oh boy, it's turning heads for all the wrong reasons. What if I told you that after 6 weeks, this storied franchise's D is on pace to shatter records? In the worst way possible? That's right, folks, buckle up because today we're diving deep into the Cowboys' heartbreaking Week 6 loss to the Carolina Panthers, where the defense became the punchline of the NFL. It's a tale of triumph on one side of the ball and total turmoil on the other. Let's break it all down, shall we? First off, let's set the scene from that nail-biter at AT&T Stadium. Yeah, the massive palace in Arlington that's seen more drama than a soap opera. The Cowboys were locked in a fierce battle against the Panthers, and with the game on the line, time ticking down, Dallas needed just one stop. One. But nope, the Panthers marched right down the field like they owned the place, capping it off with a game-winning field goal as the clock hit 0. Final score?
A gut-wrenching defeat that left fans groaning and analysts shaking their heads. Dak Prescott, our star quarterback out of Mississippi State who's been lighting up the league, threw for over 300 yards again, connecting with receivers like C.D. Lamb, who, by the way, folks, is that explosive wideout drafted in 2020, known for his route-running wizardry and those gravity-defying catches. But all that offensive firepower wasted thanks to a defense that couldn't plug the leaks. Now, the internet exploded after the game, memes flying faster than a Micah Parsons sack. And who could blame him? The Cowboys' D has been porous all season, but this loss? It amplified the noise. Enter Rex Ryan, the former NFL head coach turned ESPN firebrand. You remember Rex, coached the Jets and Bills, always blunt as a hammer. On Monday's Get Up, he didn't hold back, roasting Dallas with a nickname that'll sting, the Dumpstay Defense. Ouch. He said, and I quote, Dumpstay Defense. I mean, there's no other way of putting it. Then he backed it up with cold, hard numbers. Last year, Josh Allen of the Bills was MVP with a 101.4 passer rating. But against this Cowboys crew, opposing QBs are posting a whopping 116.9 rating so far. That's on pace to be the highest in NFL history. Ryan pointed out guys running wide-ass open, schematics that don't attack, personnel mismatches. He even invoked Cowboys legend Michael Irvin, the Hall of Famer from the 90s dynasty, saying this is what playmaker meant when he called out the sloppiness. Brutal stuff. Rex wrapped it by warning that this awful defense could leave the great offense watching playoffs from home. Man, as a fan of the sport, it hurts to hear, but you gotta respect the honesty. Let's zoom out for some in-depth analysis here. What's going wrong with this defense under head coach Matt Eberflus? Eberflus, who came over with that defensive mindset from his Bears days, focusing on takeaways and discipline, but it's not clicking in Big D. Injuries haven't helped. Key pieces like edge rusher DeMarcus Lawrence, that veteran disruptor who's been with the team since 2014, have been banged up, disrupting the pass rush. The secondary, struggling with communication breakdowns, leaving receivers uncovered like forgotten luggage at the airport. Compare that to the offense. Dak's at MVP level, folks. Think back to his rookie year in 2016 when he led Dallas to 13 wins as a 4th-round pick. This season, through 6 games, he's got completion percentages in the high 60s, minimal turnovers, and that leadership that's got the locker room buzzing. C.D. Lamb's on pace for another 1,000-yard season, and don't get me started on tight end Jake Ferguson, the Wisconsin product who's become a reliable red zone threat. But the D. They're allowing over 28 points per game, way up from last year's stout unit that ranked top 5 in points allowed. Tactically, Eberflus's cover 2 schemes aren't adapting to mobile QBs like Carolina's, who exploited gaps in the zone coverage. It's like watching a Ferrari offense paired with a bicycle defense, flashy on one end, wobbly on the other. To put this in historical context, let's rewind the tape on America's team. The Cowboys earned that moniker back in the 70s under Tom Landry, the fedora-wearing genius who innovated the flex defense and led them to 5 Super Bowls. Icons like Roger Staubach, the Navy vet turned Hall of Fame QB, orchestrated comebacks that defined resilience. Then the 90s triplet of Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, the all-time rushing leader, and Michael Irvin, winning 3 rings in 4 years. Fast forward to today, and Dallas has the star power. Micah Parsons, the 2021 Defensive Rookie of the Year from Penn State, who's a freak athlete blending speed and power like a linebacker version of Lawrence Taylor. But even he can't do it alone. Stats show the team's sack total is down 20% from last season, and forced turnovers? Barely averaging 1 per game. Compare to rivals in the NFC East, the Eagles with their smothering front 7, or the Giants rebuilding but always pesky in divisional games. Remember that 2022 playoff loss to the 49ers? Echoes of defensive lapses there too. Predictions? I see a turnaround starting Week 7 against the Falcons. Force some turnovers, shore up the run defense, which is allowing 150 yards per game, yikes, and they could rattle off a win streak. Seasonal impact, a wild card spot is realistic, but Super Bowl? Only if this dumpstay tag becomes ancient history. Tie it to pop culture, think of it like a blockbuster movie. The offense is the hero, defense the villain arc needing redemption. And with current events, amid talks of NFL expansion or rule changes on player safety, Dallas's high-profile struggles spotlight the need for balanced teams. Phew, what a roller coaster, Cowboys fans. But remember, this is football. Twists and turns every week. The passion of Cowboys Nation, from Dallas roots to global fans, keeps us going. So, don't miss the next showdown. Tune in, cheer loud, and let's will this team to victory. Until next time, this is your Cowboys anchor signing off. Go Big D. Keep it locked here for more updates.